in a handcrafted work of art in your own home? Maienza Wilson handled both architecture and interior design to create a beautiful living environment. Hi John, I'm Vivian.
Hi Vivian.
Nice
John,
to meet
nice
you.
To meet you.
Thank you so much for having us here. So first off, what's step one to work with you guys?
These days, it tends to start with Pinterest.
Okay.
It tends to start with imagery from the internet. It's a great way to start the dialogue. And then we have to sort of educate them about what the possibilities are.
Right.
You know, and when people understand that there is a whole world of handmade, handcrafted, artisanally made products available to them, it opens up a new world.
So the home we're in today, this is sort of a remodel that you guys took and created this masterpiece. The house was here, but then you guys did so much to it.
Our client decided to build a hole 20 plus feet deep under the house, you know, in Highland Park.
To expand.
Right, to expand
Okay.
for their family. They told us what the program was, what they wanted. They wanted a billiard room, they wanted a media room, they wanted a bar, a bedroom, another bathroom, lots of storage, an amazing gym, and an office. The community here and the homes here are so beautiful, and to be able to improve this house and to expand this house where they wanted to be without having to move makes perfect sense. You're undertaking a big responsibility for them because in many occasions, the home is the primary asset of the family.
You guys are doing an amazing job.
Well, thank you.
So I'd love to meet Greg, and then we can sort of maybe tour the house and get to know a little bit more of it.
I would love for you to meet Greg. He's
Amazing.
a much more charming person than I am.
Hi Greg, I'm Vivian.
Vivian, Greg, nice
to meet you. Thank you so much for having us. So we finally get to speak to you about sort of like the skeleton of this business because you're the architect behind it.
Well, I'm really the building part of it, although I'm also a designer. And
Okay.
so we've got the, foundation to fringe, as I like to say.
I mean, how do you manage that and how do you accomplish it?
After we've interviewed the client, we figure out what they like, what's of interest to them, but we generally will do the historical research as
Okay.
to what they're talking to us about. They come to us with ideas, we help curate them into a project scope, if you will.
This particular house is very interesting. You were telling me that you didn't build up or to the side, but you built down.
You know, Vivian, I'd love to show you around.
Yeah, I love it.
Let's go.
This way?
Yep.
These light fixtures were all handmade. They're a Spanish colonial style.
It's all handcrafted artisanship that is really unique.
We made ceiling tiles by cutting up the cowhide and putting it on these pieces of wood that became hairy cowhide tiles.
This is an ancient tile technique called encaustic tile,
Okay.
where there's a cement tile that has reliefs in it, and then they pour colors in it. So you can take these patterns and put whatever colors you want and put whatever palette you want together.
This ceiling was really one of the most extraordinary things that we did in the house.
The gold leafing on there is actual gold leafing.
From a woodworking and custom cabinetry point of view, this cabinet is a bar cabinet. It's a beautiful cabinet. I think they're shown at Culp here. One of our very favorite showrooms in Los Angeles is the Needler Crochet showroom, and the furniture line that they produce is Gregorius Pinio furniture, made in Los Angeles by an artisanal ironmonger. It's artisanal furniture at its best in the modern age. And that's what I love about this table, is that it is a modern table made with an old world, handcrafted, artisanal method.
So we were big by putting the iron in the oven to increase the temperature, which makes it easier to work. We also vary the texture by using a variety of different hammers. The shape of the hammer and the size of the hammer, allows us to make different marks.
So cover all your bases for your next home with Maienza Wilson Architecture and Design.